Hi guys, this is the video number 2 from the lockdown series and let's talk about motorcycle luggage today. Let's get started. Again, like the last video, I'll talk about various types of motorcycle luggage options we have, and I'll quickly show you what all luggage options I use, what all motorcycle luggage types I use. So, and I'll give you quick tips to look for the perfect one for your motorcycle, your choice, and your kind of motorcycle riding. So let's go one by one. So there are a lot of types like tank bag, tail bag, saddle bags, and then there are variations. But when I started, I did not have any of the motorcycle luggage. So what I did was this. So at home we all have this kind of bag. It's my office bag and slash backpack. It's a sky bag. So I had similar ones earlier, and what I used to do, I used to put my stuff into this and I strap it to motorcycle with the help of bungee cords. So now these are the bungee cords. This is the ultimate problem solver for any kind of motorcycle luggage. So you just strap it on onto your bike just like this, and you can convert any bag into your motorcycle luggage with this. So in if you'll ask what you do in monsoon, so this bag comes with its own rain cover, but you can buy for $100, $50, and put it on that bag, strap it onto your rear seat with these bungee cords, and you're good to go. So that's a very cost effective way. Sure, it might not be as convenient as the conventional motorcycle riding, yes. If you're just starting out and you just want to test all these things and don't want to spend right away on motorcycle luggage, so you can try this option. It's a very cost effective one and it works. So moving on to the next type, it is the tank bag. So mine is a Dirt Sack Forester magnetic tank bag. It sits on your tank without any straps, ideally, and it will not move much, but strapping it is recommended. Okay, so this is a very good solution. First, this is probably the first piece I have ever bought in terms of conventional motorcycle luggage. So this is fairly big. You can expand it, and let's not go deep into this, but it's a very affordable one. I got it for 2,700 rupees back then. I don't know it is still there or not, but if it is there, I'll make sure to drop a link in the description. And this is a good solution to start out with any kind of motorcycle luggage, and it helps. It's very convenient. Sits on the tank, but you have to make sure that you have to put a cloth onto your tank if your tank is metal one, because it tends to scratch the surface. But otherwise, it's all good. It's all good. Now there are multiple other types now which are non-magnetic. There is fixed base bags. The base of the bag sits on the tank. So there are multiple options. I will drop a couple of my recommendations in the description as well. So yeah, there you go, tank bag. So the next piece of motorcycle luggage that I bought are saddle bags. Now the one I am still using are these. These are Rhinox Nomad saddle bags. They are very big, and if you see, the shape is like this. So it is helpful in terms you have an upswept exhaust on your motorcycle. So I bought it when I had CBR, and on CBR it sits just fine, but it fits on every bike just fine. You just have to have a saddle stay if the bike's geometry is a bit different, but if you have saddle stay more than good, and you can just slap it on any motorcycle, it works very fine. They are very big, they are expandable, 30 liters each. Don't quote me on that, maybe you expand and you can add 2-3 liters more luggage carrying capacity to it. But trust me, for a 10 days or something trip, this is enough. I took only these two saddle bags on my 10 days North trip, and they were just fine. And they also sit on Tiger as well, and this is how it looks. So this is a very good investment. They are now close to 3.5 years with me, and they're still in very good shape. Saddlebags will cost you around from 3,000 rupees to, let's say, 5,000 rupees. So the one I have costs about 5,000 rupees. Can come from as low as 3,000 rupees as well, depending upon your requirement. Now these bags, most of these saddlebags, now they are built-in waterproof itself. That's a very good feature to have now. So you don't have to put the covers on this. These are not waterproof, the one I have shown you. So you can get those. Now, we're done with tank bag, we're done with saddlebags. So now there is another type of luggage that we have. It's tail bags, but these are dry bags, so they are waterproof. So I'll just quickly show you the one I have. So this is the dry bag I have. This is very huge. This is 60 liters in capacity. You can get it on Amazon as well. I will search for it and I will drop the link in the description. I have a smaller version of this which is 20 liters, which helps in shorter rides. This is by far my favorite piece of luggage right now. I just take it everywhere wherever I go and I need to carry some luggage. So this is very huge. I can actually keep 3 full face helmet into this. It's that big. Now only downside is if it is not filled completely, it does not keep its shape, because you'll see it's not rigid, but otherwise the best thing. I bought it for 3,500. You have SW Motec making the similar thing. We have Rhinox making the similar thing, but SW Motec, Enduristan, all these international brands, they have this capacity of luggage carrying. So they have options from 30, 50, 60 until 80 as well. But trust me, anything between 40, 45 to 50 is enough. This is actually too big, but it is what it is. This is my favorite piece of motorcycle luggage right now because it's very easy and it comes with its own straps. So it looks like this on my Tiger. You can just strap it on and forget. It's very easy. It's by far my favorite one. So saddlebag is actually comes into soft luggage type, and there is also a very popular type of that which comes into hard luggage. Now those are called panniers. So we call it soft panniers and hard panniers. So I do have a set of hard panniers as well, which I believe most of you know for obvious reasons. So I just show you that. So these are the panniers from Triumph. They are essentially made by GE, but Triumph rebrands it and sells it. So you probably know the story that these I have got from Nikhil. Nikhil gave me his extra set of panniers. So I do have these, but I have still not got time to make the frame to put these panniers on, because that frame itself is very expensive. I mean, only the pannier sets cost you about 1 lakh rupees. The saddle stay or the panniers stay, the frame on which the pannier sits on, cost about 35,000 rupees. I don't want to spend that much money, so I'm gonna probably make a custom one, but I'm not sure about it. Let's see how things goes. But just to show you, I do have these as well. You have a lot of other brands, mainly Royal Enfield. They make these kind of panniers, and these are big and sturdy. And the advantages of these is that the luggage is secure. They are waterproof. As Saurabh says, you can keep a cup of chai on this and take pictures and get likes on Instagram. So there are a couple of advantages of this, but on very narrow roads, let's say Himachal roads and everywhere, I wouldn't carry this at all. I would rather just take my tail bag, that dry bag I've shown you earlier, and I'll just put that on my rear seat. Now, if you have a pillion, if you have a pillion, then you may or may not be able to do it depending upon your motorcycle. Because adventure bikes used to have, uh, you know, extreme luggage carrying capacity. So there is a rear luggage rack as well. So on that I can still put my tail bag and I'll have a pillion on my bike as well. But let's say you have a sports touring motorcycle and you will need a modification extra rack to put that tail bag. But that's something I would not recommend because it changes the dynamics of the motorcycle completely. You have some unsprung weight over there, so I don't prefer it. You can do that, but that's an extra modification you have. So that is also there. So over there I will use either my soft panniers if I don't have the option of tail bag. But hard panniers are something I will only use when I'm going highway to highway and I have a lot of luggage to carry, which I don't think so I should. Anyone carry a lot of weight, you should always pack light. But here you go, these are the options. So I wouldn't exactly call it a riding luggage, but you can store stuff in it, so be it. So this is my Krega backpack. So it came from Triumph itself. It's like it not came from, I bought it from Triumph. I got it from Triumph, I got it for 5,000 rupees. The capacity of this bag is 15 liters. I never fill it that heavy, and there is a hydration pack inside it. So this is my hydration pack come a small backpack. This is absolute favorite thing of mine and I always wanted one because they look very cool as well as they are very very useful on motorcycles. Also, I bought it when I had a CBR. I had no plans back then to buy a Triumph motorcycle, but hey, here we go. So this is the bag, and probably yeah, that's about it. These are all the luggage options we have. So a lot of people put hard top boxes. Those are also a very good option of luggage, and a lot of people put them, and they are very very useful. I don't like them at all, so I have not put any. I will probably not ever put a hard top box on my motorcycle because that messes up the but rideability of the motorcycle, because there is a big unsprung weight on your back and all. I just don't like it. They're not bad. I just don't like it, so I don't have it. But they also cost you about from 8,000 to 50,000, or you know, the limit, the upper limit is very high. So let's quickly revise. So like 2,000 for the tank bag, 5,000 for the side bags, 3,000 to 6,000 for the dry bags, tail bags, and probably backpack, a smaller backpack will cost you around 1,000 rupees. So all of this shouldn't cost you 10 to 12,000 rupees. So here you go. What you can do, you can start out and take a backpack, get a bungee cord, comes for 100 bucks a pair. I bought 2 from Mototech and I bought 2 from Decathlon. In Decathlon also you get a lot of good stuff related to motorcycle riding, given you have the brain to use them that way. So you have to do a little bit of jugaad in this and try out new things. Now you have used this backpack and bungee cord jugaad for a very long time. Probably then you can think of investing into riding luggage options, motorcycle luggage options. So you started with a tank bag and get a tail bag or a dry bag. This is absolute cost effective solutions. Unless you really need, then invest into hard panniers. Because if you are someone who tours a lot, so you have to park your bike somewhere where you want your luggage to be secure and just general security, and you are solo rider, then get hard luggage. As per my view, maybe you like it, you can just put it on. A lot of guys I know just like hard panniers. I mean, I get a lot of questions, when are you putting panniers on your motorcycle? But understand these are very expensive, and for me they do not justify the cost as of now. so I have it. Those I got for free. I try to fabricate a panniers mount on the Tiger, and I will definitely put the mount and these panniers as well. On that I can put my soft luggage as well. But now I'm very big fan of those tail bags or the dry bags. They complete my requirements very good. But you can delay the purchase of motorcycle luggage, but you first need to buy riding gears because riding gears are very essential. I bought my full set of riding gears, then I went on to buy the saddlebags and backpacks and the dry bags. But riding gear should be your first priority, and then you can start buying these things because this comes secondary. The point of making that video first was that only. So riding gears are very important. Anyway, so I'll just keep it short. I have been talking a lot in this video. I hope you found this useful. If you did, then please share it and let other people also know about these things as well. Probably that's about it. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.